How to drill holes in acrylic. Acrylic is sold under various trade names such as plexiglass, lucite, acrylite, I guess over in Europe, perspex, and there's just a bunch of other trade names for it. Well, first of all, you need the correct drill bit. And here I have one for drilling plastics compared to an ordinary drill bit. Notice that the tip on the plastics bit is more pointed. Also, I don't know if it shows on the camera, but there's a flat spot ground into the drill bit at the tip, where the flute just runs right up to the tip. That's for a 0-degree rake, and that helps with not grabbing and chipping and cracking the plastic. If you're going to drill holes in acrylic that are 1/8 inch or less, which is about 3 millimeters, you can buy the size of drill bit you need and you're good to go. Now if you're going to drill sizes that are larger than 3 millimeters or about 1/8 of an inch, I would still recommend buying the 1/8 inch drill bit because you want to drill pilot holes. I find it works better for larger sizes to have pilot holes. Unfortunately, acrylic drill bits are not going to be found in your typical home improvement stores. You have to usually go online to buy them. But here's an example of one. You can put Craftix in Google and pull up that site, and other places that deal with plastic fabrication will sell these bits as well. So here's some features of this bit and some instructions. Just pause if you want to read that. But we'll go ahead and get started with a demonstration. Okay, to drill the hole, you want to have your piece of acrylic backed up with wood or another piece of scrap acrylic. Carefully measure and mark for the center of the hole. Ideally, you want to have the masking film or paper on the acrylic. You don't have to, but it helps. To mark the hole, I like to use a very fine tip permanent marker because it's easy to mark on the acrylic if you don't have the masking on it. So to drill the hole first, I'm going to drill a size larger than 1/8 of an inch, so I'm going to drill a pilot hole first. So I'll carefully line up the drill bit onto the center there. Make sure I'm vertical. And drill the hole. I kind of go at a medium pace. Don't put a lot of pressure, and you'll feel the drill bit come through the other side. So once I have the pilot hole drill, I'm going to put the larger bit in and finish it out. So like I said, I like to drill that pilot hole because it makes it easy to get this bit lined up with the hole. You want to drill kind of slow. And it went through. So as you're drilling it, you'll get these shavings here. You know you've done right if you got nice shavings like this. And here's the hole. So if I peel off the masking film, you see we have a nice hole there. You can see a little better there. No chips, no cracks. Perfect hole. Well, that's it for drilling the holes, but if you want to stick around for an extra tip here, if you happen to be drilling holes near the edges of acrylic to mount it in for like a window or something, actually I would recommend not doing this. I would use a channel if you could, or I would use polycarbonate sheet. It works better. But whether you use acrylic or polycarbonate, plastics will expand and contract with temperature. So what you would need to do is oversize the hole a little bit. Make sure you use a large washer, and don't over tighten it because it needs to expand and contract. You want it to be able to slide just a little bit. But again, if possible, I would use channels instead of drilling holes in this case. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for watching.